Hot chocolate. Yes, yes, people. What is going down? It's DJ Ash Noble here. Welcome to another stream and welcome to the aftermath of ELL's birthday bash. Now, it is late. It's like 25 past midnight at night, Monday morning now. Um, I I'm just so tired from this weekend's antics. I've just been literally laid all day. Point where I only sort of feel sort of normal now, like getting up and sitting up. I've been out, but I was laid like all day. So this is the aftermath of ELL's birthday bash, and what an aftermath this is going to be. This is going to be really enjoyable to talk about. And for those of you who aren't aware, I had a booking in Sheffield last night for MC ELL's birthday, and he put this mega rave on where there was like all the like brands in Yorkshire playing at this event as kind of like a thank you from ELL to, you know, for booking him, you know, as these promoters have like booked him at events and things. And he'd also decided that he was going to give a nod and a wave to like up and comers and sort of give them a shot and give them a chance to shine. So yesterday was the day that it all took place. Yesterday was the day that it happened, and I just want to take the time to say a massive shout out to Sonny. I don't know if he watches this. I don't know if he follows this channel, but he wanted to come and see me play. He wanted to come and see me, do my set and stuff like that. And he actually kindly offered to drive me there and drive me back from the event, which was really nice. And we had a fun time as well. We had a really enjoyable time doing, going to the event and, having a laugh in the car and stuff. And it was a bit of a sort of like a last minute thing, but he really made an enjoyable, really made for an enjoyable evening. And having a friend coming with me was just a really nice thing, sort of, rather than going solo on the train. So it was really enjoyable in that sense. And what can I say about the event? Other than the event was just absolutely full of good vibes. The venue itself was a venue like similar to some venues I've been in before, believe it or not. But it was a venue that kind of gave off a different kind of vibe. So it's not sort of like your average like Doncaster Warehouse. It was kind of a little bit more. I don't really know how to explain it, but it wouldn't sort of be a venue that you'd think about like somewhere hosting a rave night, but it seemed to work really well. It seemed to go off, and everybody just seemed to enjoy themselves. So we set off about 10:30 in the evening. The event started at 10, and I wasn't on set until 3 in the morning. I was on the final set, and so I didn't have to worry about that. I do like to try and get to raves like as early as I can, like, because especially when they're like big enjoyable things, I do like to like see them through, and I do like to enjoy the vibes and stuff like that. But what I will say is like, it was absolutely amazing having a friend, that having a friend that wanted to actually take me and come with me. So we got there about 11:30, sort of like 20 to 12. So we only sort of missed like the first hour and a half, if you like, of it. And it was like I say, it was an enjoyable vibe. So we got there and saw loads of people that I knew and recognised, and it was so nice. Some people I hadn't seen for a while, and some people I'd maybe seen like a couple of weeks ago, but it was still nice. It was still nice that these things obviously happened. They saw these people and had a good vibe with them. So there was 3 rooms at the event, and all 3 rooms were banging. They had different vibes and different sounds and different styles in them, which was obviously a banging thing in itself. And it was just enjoyable to see everybody ripping it up. That was ripping it up, and so the set for me, for me on a whole, is probably one of the most favourite sets that I've played in a nightclub. It was by far for me now, by definitely the best B2B that I've ever done in the history of B2Bs. But the legendary of the set, and the just how what the set was, having ELL on the set was just obviously a buzz up in itself. Yorkshire guy who's ripped it up for years, was obviously a thing in itself. And I don't know if I mentioned this on previous streams, but I probably don't think I did. But on Friday, I got a message from ELL himself, and sadly there was a little bit of an issue with the clocks going forward. So for those of you who don't know, it should actually be 11:30 right now, but it went forward, so it's now midnight. And what that meant is that we essentially, in the club, we essentially lost the set because the club still had to close at 4. They couldn't stay open until 5 with the clocks changing. So we lost the set. So ELL essentially had to plug. He had to essentially put a B2B set together, which wasn't the easiest thing, or so we thought at first, or so he thought at first. And he put the feelers out to me and another DJ and said, look, is there a possibility of us maybe going back to back? So I looked at the message, obviously read the message, saw the message more or less instantly, and I looked at the reality of what he was asking and who the other DJ was. And I broke it down, and I just sort of said, look, this guy, DJ Jim, plays Makina 175, between 170 175. I was going to play hardcore anyway, between 170 175. People do mix hardcore into Makina into hardcore because it's at that similar BPM. And I've known people do it before. I've known people mix from hardcore into Makina. So again, cutting the story short, I broke it down and I said, look, this guy plays Makina. I was going to play hardcore. We could do a hardcore versus Makina set. And at this point, it was just all down to, if DJ Jim says, look, yeah, that's a spot on idea. Let's do it. To save the night and so everyone gets to play. So obviously he agreed. So it was a hardcore versus Makina set. And what can I say about the set? It was banging. It was like I say, it was by far the best B2B that I've ever done. It was absolutely fantastic, and I don't do many B2Bs, but I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the B2B in it. Like I say, it was going from his Makina tunes into my hardcore tunes that I'd selected, and it was just a real energetic sort of like powerful set. and it just seemed to work really well, and mixed the hardcore really well into the Makina, and he mixed the Makina really well into the hardcore as well, which was obviously a good thing. And we had a little discussion on the night before the set. Now, bearing in mind, we've never played sort of like B2B together before, and we don't necessarily know people's styles and people's mixing. So we was debating, do we play it safe, and do we just do these like long mixes, and do we just let the tunes play out, and do blah blah blah. And I had in my head, I thought, do you know what, like I don't want to do that, but I was kind of like, all right, we'll see, because I am thinking as well, like, yeah, all right, we don't necessarily know each other's styles, and what each other plays. So but I'm thinking in my mind, like, well, I'll vibe his first tune, and if I feel like it's something that for whatever, I can get into this, um, then obviously I'll vibe it, and I'll get into it, and stuff like that. So I did. I vibed the first tune, and I thought, do you know what? I'm queuing up, and I'm pressing play, and I'm getting it in time, and I'm thinking, do you know what? I can slam this in. So I did. I slammed it in. Did a nice sort of like quick mixy double drop, and proper went into it, and they loved it. And then obviously Jim from there on knew that, all right, Noble's not up for playing it safe, so he did some quick mixes, and he slammed them in as well. And before you know it, he's we're slamming it in. We're doing this real sort of like energetic, real sort of powerful set that just went off like really well. And like I say, his hardcore, his Makina into my hardcore, back to his Makina, it just seemed to work. And the MCs, they actually really seem to enjoy the vibe as well, and enjoy something a little bit different. And I know ELL, he looked like he was buzzed with the set as well. He was sort of, because it's his birthday as well, and he's put these like up and comers on, like myself, and people that aren't necessarily at the forefront of all the raves all the time, playing like the biggest events. Obviously, what I was going to say is, he obviously was obviously just going to, he was obviously just enjoying the fact that these people are absolutely smashing it. So he was just watching, and he was just buzzed as well, as obviously obviously, as well as miking and stuff like that. So the set went really well. The set went, if anything, it went better than I imagined it was going to go. It was definitely something, in my opinion, that seemed to work really well. It seemed to go down a treat. So that was obviously that was the set. And I played some belters. Some of them, I played a remix of "Listen to Your Heart," which has a real nice breakdown in it, little bit of an heavyish drop, and played a remix of "The Business" by New Hero, quite heavy in itself. Played some older stuff as well, some like older Dougal and Gamma stuff, and some older Darren Styles stuff, and then played some newer stuff as well, which was obviously that was obviously a buzz in itself. So it was an enjoyable vibe. It was a really enjoyable vibe, and like I say, I was buzzed with it. I was really buzzed with it. So that was the set, and heavy drops and stuff. But yeah, before my set, I actually ended up going on the mic in the main room, and ended up grabbing it for a little bit. All the time, like events can just go so pear-shaped where the MC set times just don't go to plan, and things don't always go to plan, so you can end up going into that sort of like situation where it's kind of like or anyone just grab the mic kind of thing. But it was an enjoyable vibe, and I enjoyed grabbing the mic. It was a bit of fun. I do like to grab the mic as well as just DJ, as you obviously know, and it was just fun and enjoyable to do. Grabbing the mic, I enjoyed it, so I was happy with it. Definitely in that sense, I was more than happy with it. And roll on, more good times. That's what I say. Definitely roll on, more good times. 100%. What can I say? We need these good times, definitely. So yeah, grabbing the mic, having fun, socializing, seeing people that I hadn't seen for a while was obviously a good vibe in itself. And yeah, it was just a really enjoyable evening, I'd say. Stroke, obviously into the night itself. I don't know what is going on here. I'm just doing something on the computer as well, and it's not actually working as well as I first pictured. But I think that's going to probably be the best way we can do it. But it kind of doesn't look... Yeah, it doesn't look too bad, actually. Yeah, I'm just doing something on the computer as well that I wanted to try out. So, yeah. But like I say, really enjoyable vibes. So massive thank you to ELL, Danny Chowler, for having me down at the event. It was an absolute honour. It was a privilege to play it, and like I said, the vibes were unreal. Obviously, it was a birthday thing, so it's not like like a regular event is going to start. Although I kind of wish like it wasn't just a birthday thing, because the vibe was so good that I kind of like I'd love to do something like this again. But you never know. You never know what is around the corner. So make sure to like, comment, share, all of that good stuff, and we'll see you soon.